YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage back in Total War Attila. And we are back in the Sassanid campaign. Now, I filmed a lot of videos in the first day, so some of you may have been listening to my first bunch of campaign videos, like the first 7, and been like, Heir, good grief, you freaking idiot, I already told you how to do that. I just went back and read a lot of your comments in the first episode, and this is like the 9th episode or 10th episode, something like that. So you all told me a few tips, which is good, and some of you might be like, well, Heir, how did you not know these things? You had a review copy. Yeah, exactly. I was reviewing the game, trying out different stuff. I'm not going to figure out everything. And so I'm always appreciative when you all tell me something I don't know. And so, feel free to jump in and out. My power is not real good, but it is balanced right now between, let's see, yeah, it's balanced right now. So acceptable, balanced, respectable, powerful. Yeah, those are the different levels that we go through. And our Dominion is, it's okay-ish. It's not great. We're going to need to get all of our guys probably out and fighting so that we can gain some more experience for him. This is the guy that I just got killed out in battle. Kind of me, wasn't it? Let's see, so that guy is the only one that's capable of holding any of these offices for now. Someone was saying too that we might be able to grab some loyalty for the guys that aren't feeling real trustworthy, but all these guys are governors. It looks like we could still assign them over here. Let's see if that maybe actually. Yeah, he's got great. Let's just drop a couple of these guys in here. Go ahead and let them get some experience in those office. Maybe that'll help us gain some influence and stuff as well. So we'll just see. Here we go. Get back in here. I'll mess more with politics later on. I'm really just enjoying playing the campaign. So yeah, I was defeated out here by the Africans. I didn't expect that. Obviously, I probably should have managed that battle better, but I did not, and I was defeated. Fortunately for me, we'll come back down in here into friendly territory. Remember, I just ruined and razed their province here. We can start levying up some Armenian spears. Hire these guys. Showing all my stuff again here. Xerxes, vengeance, suffering, some attrition. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to see where they were at. So, anyway, yeah, we'll start levying this army back up. And the fact that we can levy units out of this client state is going to make it way quicker for me to build this army back up. We could get some mounted Persian, mercenary mounted Persian warriors as well. These guys would be pretty handy. Let's get a couple of those. Let's see, Svar and Cataphract's probably better than these mercenary steppe lancers, but at least it gives me an option here. Let's go ahead and grab those lancers though, and we can pretty much get this army back up and rolling in a couple of turns between some mercenaries and other stuff here. We've already got an onager, no need for 2 of those. None of these guys come with a Parthian shot, unfortunately. Get a lot more ammo out of the mercenary steppe mounted bows though. All of them have fire while moving though. This one has rapid advance. That one has precision shot. I don't know if that's what I want. May kind of just hold off. Let's see what else we got here. Persian brigade, Persian skirmishers. Let's just hire these guys for now and see what we can levy up on the next turn. Get more Armenian spears, get the job done. We'll head back up and take care of business. We've got Ankara besieged here. We've taken a little bit of winter attrition here, I think, with these guys. Let's see what our status is for the siege. We've got 2 light siege towers, 1 more turn until we get 2 more. Let's go ahead and wait for that. Or actually, you know what? We could just auto-resolve this now. This isn't going to be much of a battle. Just go into a balanced stance and give these guys a flogging. And take it. So we're going to occupy Ankara. So now I got Sinope and Ankara under my control. This other province, Cappadocia, is now stabilized and productive. So Roman province is falling quickly here, very quickly indeed. I think it's, yeah, Tarsus, Iconium, and then I think the other one's like this settlement over here, Ankara, Nicomedia. Well, there's another full province over here in Asia Minor as well. So yeah, we'll take a look at it. This Roman agent here is now surrounded by agents for my men, and we're retaking the Holy Land, I guess what we'll call it here, the Israel, Jordan, Syria in the modern day, I guess, and then further over here, of course, Iraq and Iran. So we'll just get in here and Take care of it. Arabia down here. Egypt. Alright, so, yep. We're going to need to hit Nova, Trajana, Basra. We're going to need to take them out, but we got some work to do here at Tyrus. But let's actually flip back up here. We got a lot of money. Let's run whatever upgrades they're willing to offer me on these guys. Sweet. Got some armor upgrades for all my men. And some shield upgrades for some of my infantry as well. Very cool. Because there was a smith building here apparently that I could make use of. Let's see. This is an armor, which we've already gotten to use even though it was damaged. So now we can go ahead and trash it. So we'll mark it for dismantling. Repair the town center. Mark that for dismantling and do the same thing there. So we'll tear those down, get started. We have a new resource here, silk. We're probably already trading and received it. The settlement strength, not quite up to full because we were sieging it and the walls took some damage. I do think we're in pretty good shape overall though. Let's look and see what we can do building wise. My food came down a little, but I mean we still have plenty of food. Probably going to want to go ahead and upgrade to the city here. Let's check our sanitation though. Oh yeah, we got plenty of sanitation. Only one squalor there. So we'll knock that out. And we could probably go ahead and do these as well. I don't see any reason why not at this point. And again, since we have so much sanitation, we might as well just bump up this lead smelter here. Just run all that. We can, let's see, improve the sheep pens. The sheep pens takes 40 to 24, so it's only 64 food for the sheep pens. So it is giving us nice wealth, which is cool, I guess, but part of me wants to just switch that over to a camel herd. We'd actually get slightly more food, not quite as much wealth, but then when we upgrade it we'll get even more food. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's see what our sanitation looks like in this settlement here. So we only outweigh it by 1, and I think this is where I wanted to build some sanitation structure. And again, sanitation helps prevent disease. So squalor and sanitation are opposites of each other. The higher your squalor, the worse it is. The higher your chance of disease, basically. And the higher your sanitation, obviously it outweighs the squalor, which can be quite nice. So let's finish our sanitation structure there, and then we'll move along. We got a strong sanitation structure here. So we are doing very good from a sanitation standpoint, so we can go ahead and bump this building up to something else. So the current one offers us +7 at a food consumption of 20. We don't have all of these options available to us, unfortunately. But if we unlock this one, we get +15. Adds a little squalor, but we get a ton of public order and some extra wealth from culture. We have a lot of... let's see, so what's the food difference? So 30 food difference. We could probably handle that. And what do we got here? A camel farm. Persis is not fertile, so it wouldn't be a good place to build a wheat field, but we can go ahead and add another agricultural site here. And sanitation looking good in our other provinces as well. Not as good here because we have this fishing wharf and dye works, which is definitely adding a lot. But we'll be fine. In the end, we might be able to build yet another sanitation structure here, and then that ought to balance that province out nicely. As far as upgrades here, let's see what we got. Just so from a sanitation standpoint, good, but we can make it better because we have the money to do so. And then at that point, we could, I mean, the gold mine, we're actually doing really good sanitation-wise. The current one, it's going to bump squalor and sanitation by 5 to build that, which is pretty substantial. Probably not enough that I could counterbalance with that, so I mean, that is a lot of squalor. I'm thinking it might be smartest just to upgrade here and the city center, and we'll wait on the others until we kind of get a feel for what the province is going to look like post-construction. All this is going to be using quite a bit more food, but I'm feeling pretty safe from a food standpoint. We've got 381. We can use up quite a bit of that as far as I'm concerned, because we're going to be capturing and developing more provinces. Like here in Sinope, we're going to be able to develop quite a bit more food here as well. So Bithynia, Syria, all these should be fine. We've used up a lot of our money. Sanitation here outweighs by 2, which is pretty good. Plus 900 wealth from industry if we go to the thread maker. It is going to use up the rest of our sanitation, but that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's a lot of extra wealth from industry. Alright, so we have used up a big ol' honkin' chunk of money. Jotman is a governor, if I can pronounce that. Missile units. Commanded force plus 1 authority. What do we get down here? Army recruitment capacity. That could be handy, so let's go through to that. Okay, I think now we can end the turn. Man, we've got a really nice economy going on here. That's one thing I'll say for the Sassanid campaign. It's a lot of fun for me because their faction seems very unique in this game, in the sense that it's like the only major Eastern faction, so it seems like it stands out. It's fun. I didn't get to play a lot of campaigns in this area. Looks like they're sending their agent after me, the East Romans are. So it's kind of fun to be playing over here. I mean, I had the Parthia campaign going for a while, and I guess it almost kind of feels like for me that the Sassanid campaign here is like maybe a redo of my Parthian campaign from Rome 2, so pretty exciting. Really like the economy that the Sassanids are capable of creating. You start with all those puppet states, which makes things interesting. I enjoy it a lot. It's definitely been one of my favorite campaigns that I've gone after. Now, we'll obviously have a lot of fun coming our way in the future as we try and knock out Roman campaigns and migratory campaigns. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, from the campaign standpoint, I thoroughly enjoy Attila. But, you know, there's a few things from a multiplayer standpoint that I think we're going to have to wait and kind of see how they play out. So, the agent failed over here. We have supposedly a worthy bride. They're about the same age, but she gives -2 integrity when the husband's commanding. And I'm not sure if he's a general. I don't think he is a general. Why do we lose control for giving our blessing on this marriage? It doesn't really make sense to me. I need to figure out how to gain control, maybe. We'll go ahead and approve the marriage. I'm okay with it for now. We got the offices secured. Power balance, place for everyone. I wonder if they got like an encyclopedia article about it here. Let's close that, actually jump into the encyclopedia. Character skills, tradition, faction, region, resources, manual. Units, characters, maybe? No. Well, action, skills, no, 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 and no. I wonder where this would be. Maybe factions? Eastern, Sassanid. Description, where does it talk? I mean, does it talk anywhere about control in here? Resources, manual, maybe. Single player. Introduction, navigating using hyperlinks, using help buttons, military, faction management, politics maybe? Introduction. This is probably not something, yeah, family power, here we go. Daily support for your family has both from the people and the elites should be managed so that power is optimum level. Each power level has effects. As a general rule, too much or too little power will always cause some form of instability. Well, it explains what power is, but doesn't tell me how to affect it. So apparently I need to just figure that out over time. Maybe it has to do with generals and all that other stuff. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Again, I'm usually not paying super close attention to politics and all that other kind of stuff in a campaign. It's not one of the highlights for me generally. Let's see if we can get rid of this East Roman agent here.
They will be yours, my lord.
Go do some deception. It was a success, which is good. We need to get this agent ranked up further, so we'll want to keep using him. We ended the turn, got some money back. I'm going to wait for some upgrades just to kind of see where we land from a food standpoint once, because I have a lot of upgrades underway and it's going to make some impact to the way things are being handled. If we can sub out 4 more Armenian spears there, so we pretty much regained almost a full army. Got our onager, got a little bit of cav. I wish there was some jav cav I could get as mercenaries here. Persian scouts, good capture power. These guys are kind of fast and handy. I might grab a couple of Persian scouts and then snag one more mounted warrior. And then, let's see, anything else that would be handy? Let's get these Persian hurlers. So now we got a full army here. Some of my units taking some time retraining, but we'll be able to head back up here and take out the Africans pretty quick. So we've got this army stacked back up, and we can disband a lot of the mercenaries and other units that we want to later. But I have plenty of income for now to handle. Let's see if there's any buildings that require my immediate attention. Here, we definitely want to go ahead and upgrade these baths. Food. We actually get more food from structuring this up, so let's do that. Quite an expensive building. Food trader, so we get even more food from this food trader. Squalor should get counterbalanced nicely by the sanitation, so we'll go ahead and do that as well. Let's keep on moving down. Spahan. I had a viewer say that they lived in modern day Spahan. That's pretty cool. I had no idea that I would have viewers from that far around the world. I'm gonna have viewers all over the place, and to be honest, I mean, when you all tell me where you're from, it's always interesting. It's curious, and I find it really fascinating that I've got viewers from all around the world. I never expected that, and it's kind of a cool thing. You know, in some ways, the world being a small place can be bad, obviously, if maybe people aren't being real nice to each other, but I'm definitely a fan of the small world in the sense that what are the chances a guy from Arkansas gets a chance to interact with someone from all the way over here, in modern day, wherever, maybe it's still called Spahan or not, I don't know, but that's really cool. Just to think about. So for me it is, at least. So let's see, maybe some of you are like, Heir, I don't give a crap about it. That's fine, you don't have to. I'm not going to make it. I need to keep these armies fighting, or else we're going to be losing integrity because of the way these characters have leveled up. We're losing integrity every turn. My character has a -2 impact on integrity, and I don't have anything. Yeah, so that's part of what's doing this trait. Dislikes war. I don't know where he came up with that or how I would get rid of it. Personal influence. I mean, likes Romans. What a jerk. I got a good mind to kill this guy. Let's switch over to that. Still nothing in here that's gonna help me from a standpoint of getting these guys better integrity. Well, there is an integrity trait down here, so the next time we get upgrades, actually, I'll spend them here and here, and then the next time we can do this judge, and we can boost the integrity here eventually, so that's what we're going to want to do on both those characters, so I'll keep an eye out for that. It's one good way for them to lay out that tech tree the way they do. And we've got a research going on up here. I'd really like to go ahead and attack Cath. Let's just go ahead and pop through the end of one more turn real quick. I might try and help unlock down to this integrity faster, so now if I hit these two, we can get that for all of our generals. Make sure that my army integrity will be very stable. That's a worthwhile trait, in my opinion. And hopefully getting these guys out, getting them some battle experience with some big victories will also improve their ability to gain influence. I'm assuming that, I mean, that seems like a logical way for me to accomplish that. I don't know, we'll see. No sign of the Huns yet, man. Those guys can actually, they can come around with a vengeance in campaign. East Romans want peace, which I have no interest in. No sense in me taking a peace offer from them when I can just keep stealing wonderful land from them. So definitely don't see how that's in my interest. Let's see here. Almost out of time for this episode. Sassanids look like they may be moving in for another attack, so we need to counter them. Might have to pull one of my armies down from Asia Minor. I think we're going to have to, in fact, because the Sassanids are coming in force. At a noble birth here. Notice it does get hung up a couple of times on turn in. Doesn't happen every time. It seems like it usually sorts itself out, and I'm not sure if that's just my computer or what, but we are going to Huh, I guess your units come into battle tired. That's cool. That's a feature they added to Force March that I had never noticed before. Yeah, we're going to get down here and get ready to counter the Sassanids. And let's see if we're ready. Yeah, I think we can leave Tyrus here and go ahead and hit Nova Trajana. I don't know if this province is going to remain stable or not until we get the East Romans out of Antioch, but that's a forever long siege that this army is trying to pull off. Antioch's got like a jillion turns to surrender, I think, because it has access to sea. So yeah, 16, so 4 more years it can be sieged, essentially. We are definitely ready to hit Nova Trajana. Let's go ahead and build some towers, because we all know how this goes for me. It doesn't seem to go so well if I don't prepare a bit of siege. Let's see how Bahram's integrity is doing. Wow, his is not very good either. We need to keep winning some battles. Yeah. Have to keep winning some battles with all of these guys. It seems to be the only thing keeping their integrity alive. We need to hit Nicomedia, and that should give me a quick boost to integrity for these guys as well, which my current integrity is at 56. Actually changing nothing per turn right now, which is, it's actually stable, so we'll leave them be. I think, like I said, we got enough retraining done here that I think we can come back up here and hit these goons at Cath again. I'm going to feel a little better prepared for them here. I've got more melee cav, which will be better at taking down their skirmishers if they still have a ton. And then I've got quite a few Armenian spears as well. And still a couple of cataphract units if I want to use them for pummeling rear charges. East Romans coming across the Sinai. Don't see them going to be too much of a threat here, though. Let's see what the Sassanids do. Those jerks might jump up and grab one of my towns here. And they are near a fertile area here. So Axum is offering to pay me money to join wars against these other people. Sure. Thanks for the money. Yep, here's the Sassanids. They're gonna avoid this army up here, of course, because they know better. What do I have, though? I mean, just not very good units. Lots of desert spears, lots of desert tribesmen, onager, all kinds of stuff, and all I have is a scout cav out here. I don't know if I would be capable of defending this or not, but let's give it a shot. Let's just see what we're capable of here. I'd hate to just give it to them. I can at least try and make this very punishing for them. Let's see, Battle of Nisibis. Sorry, I've been saying that wrong. Nisibis has another I in there. I have no idea how good their units are here, but I'm feeling pretty outmatched based on what I'm seeing from my units. Those Persian bows, though, could potentially be handy. I don't see a ton of skirmish units for the enemy, and they have split up from 3 directions, attempting to assault me. And there are a lot of entrances to my town square here. I don't like that. It's going to be very hard for me to defend all of them. Well, let's see. They got a tower here. Tower there. Towers. I don't know. We'll just throw a barricade in here. I don't think it's going to make a whole heck of a lot of difference. I wish these Armenian spear had some kind of spear wall rather than a square. These pagan band. Yeesh, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to cover all my entrances. That's going to be a huge problem. They got some hurlers.
Armenian spears! Pagan band!
Yeah, I don't see this going well. I can't cover all my entrances. So that is kind of hopeless for me in that standpoint. But I do have a lot of archers, and maybe we can cause a lot of damage by using them. What do they got? Some desert raiders. They don't actually have a whole crap ton of skirmishers here. Desert chieftain, more desert raiders. More desert raiders. Let's see if maybe we can get my cav and sneak off into the distance and try and bring them around late in the battle for something more useful.
Our defenses are strong, but it is not barricades or walls that hold back foes.
So they really can't. They're gonna have to either come this way or come this way.
We will not give. We We will hold to the last, fight to the last, or we'll
They're going to waste a lot of honor shots at my tower. That's perfectly fine with me. These pagan band are going to get their butts kicked. These guys are not very good.
We are outnumbered.
Indeed. Thanks for the announcement. Alright, so hopefully my tower will survive long enough to cause some good damage. Man, I should have just defended the outsides of the town where I would have actually been able to force more of a bottleneck, but oh well. Too late now. These desert tribesmen are not very good, but certainly would have punished my spearmen quite badly. We're about to see how good the missile block chance is on these guys, because I got my archers all lined up as well. I'm going to hit precision shot. See how much damage we can cause these guys. Obviously wanting to cause as much as possible. Let's bring our cav way up out around the flanks. This is going to be bad because I can't hold down. Let's pull these guys over here, because we're getting attacked more from on this side. Yeah, the towers and my archers are going to be causing a fair deal of damage. We're going to have to... Oh, gotta block this off quick. They're bringing these guys up faster than I can get my men in to reinforce. Dang it, now their cav's gonna get up here into my bows, because I can't block all the entrances. Gonna chase their desert raiders down with my pagan band, but they're gonna get charged while moving, which is gonna kill a whole bunch of them. So that's bad. Yeah, cavalry on this game just absolutely wrecks infantry on the charge. My pagan band will do okay over here. They're braced, but they're still gonna take a lot of damage probably. Annoying that these buildings are right here in the way. Like, don't see why someone would do that. So I'm not causing as much damage as I'd like to with my archers. And my general, not really seeing how he's going to win over here. Though their artillery is hitting their own guys in the back. Yeah, check it out. They brought their guys up, and I'm screwed over here. Already got pagan band wavering. Pull these archers off the wall, charge into the back of these cav. Got to really stabilize these pagan band. Of course, they routed anyway, just from a frontal charge from cheap cavalry. But they are pagan band, so who said that I was expecting very much from them? Apparently I was expecting too much. I only got 14 kills against cavalry head-on. That's always good. Not fire at will. You can fire here, please. Right into the back of those swordsmen, please. The sooner the better, please. I don't know why you're firing in the other... I don't know, that's enemy fire coming in. Yes, please shoot the swordsman in the back. Thank you. And please come back from routing, pagan band. Come on. Come on, pagan band. Let's go. Come on.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Enemy units have returned to the battle. Where are my units? Come on. Yeah, right in time to get charged by the Desert Chieftain. Perfect. Oh, but the Desert Chieftain didn't really get a charge, so hopefully my pagan band... Well, no, now I'm going to get rear charged by the Desert Raiders that came back from routing. Let's get our bowmen to fire here. Actually causing some decent degree of damage with these archers. 81 kills. Don't think it's going to be enough. Let's pull these bowmen off and try and do the same thing. Shoot these guys point blank in the flanks. Again, I don't think we're going to win this, but I'd like to at least cause as much damage as possible. And I've got desert spears chasing me, so that's fruitless. I'll try and scooch away. Armenian spears not getting any kills, so kind of pointless there, honestly. We did break one of their sword units. And their general's not having a great engagement, but he's not dying either. Okay, see if we can fire into the back of these desert spears. Again, I've never seen bows be super effective versus infantry, though. But whatever kills I can get would be appreciated. My army is now collapsing, so yeah, stupid Sassanids. These guys are annoyingly cowardly effective at getting into my provinces. They keep striking where we're not, which is fun for me to call them cowards, but it is effective for them. But I am going to come in with my main army that's coming down, and I am going to crush these guys severely. And I will move into their homeland eventually as well, and I'm going to raze their last settlement to the ground as a punishment for this crap. So yes, they may think it more effective, and it may be more effective for them to fight the way they are, but because they did, and you also just set my city on fire, I don't take kindly to that, I am going to raze your settlement to the ground. Indeed. Got my light cabs, the only thing left. I forgot about these guys, but I don't think they would have made it. They could have potentially made a difference with a rear charge over here, but too late. Get yourself killed. Look at the kills, though. I mean, it's just scout cab charging into the front of spears and getting 40 kills. Cavalry is really quite good in Attila. Alright, so we did manage to kill some enemies. That's all the time I have for this episode. Heir of Carthage, signing off for now.